people? My name is Tico from the Tico Fantasy Show, and I'm here with my pal,
Sully Sports.
And you are watching the Not a Football Show.
Not scoring touchdowns. Yeah!
We love the Tico Fantasy Show.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of Not a Football Show. What's going on,
Opener's
Sully?
so nice, you had to say it twice.
Very
How you
nice.
doing?
I'm good. I got the Shrek jersey on.
The Shrikersy.
The Shrikersy?
Okay. Talk to him.
Oh.
Don't stun on him now.
Donkey!
Don't. Did you see the Shrek 5
Yeah,
teaser?
it's a different animation than the regular Shrek.
Oh, yeah, it looks
Shit.
Yeah, it looks like
It looks like everything else they're doing now. Like I the first thing I thought of was like Scooby Doo, and like the new Scooby Doo and how they're like little kids and like
yeah.
I hate that shit. It pisses me off.
It better be good.
It's not.
I'll be
Oh,
there.
the Shrek.
Oh yeah, the Shrek.
Oh,
Shrek.
dude, I was talking. This is so off topic. I was like telling my girlfriend that Shrek 5 is coming out, and she's like, "We're not gonna go see Shrek 5," and I'm like, "Who the fuck is we? Who the fuck is we? We're gonna go see Shrek 5.
No,
I want to see Shrek 5."
Your correct answer should have been
That's crazy.
hit it with the John Jones.
12-6.
Yeah, 12-6 is legal now, so that's a crazy sentence. I'm sorry.
But on today's episode, we are going to be talking about the Deebo Samuel trade and the Matthew Stafford signing and whatever
other
else is
tidbits,
happening.
Other
Yeah.
little random shit. No real structure going on.
No.
We got some stuff here. Deebo. You want to go ahead and talk about that Deebo equals fifth real quick?
Yeah, so you want to know what's funny? I wrote down that Deebo equals fifth a week ago on that board.
There's apparently video evidence to prove that. However, I don't agree.
No, it's fake news.
Fake news. But yeah, Deebo is a Washington Commander, no longer on the Niners, and it was kind of obvious that they were going to move on from somebody in that wide receiver room because they just spent a first-round pick on a receiver, Ricky Pearsall. They just signed Jawan Jennings to an extension and Brandon Ayuk to an extension. It was a little crowded, even though everyone was hurt last year, so they kind of needed all of them. But Deebo was the one that ended up getting shipped away.
Yeah, coming off the worst season of his entire career, it will be interesting to see if Deebo Samuel can bounce back. Can he?
I don't think it can get worse.
It can. That's a great point. I mean, it can.
It can.
It can. We've seen it. You know, Kadarius Toney exists. We've seen that.
Oh God.
We've seen things get worse.
Oh no.
But Deebo Samuel's a really talented player at the end of the day. And Cliff Kingsbury is a fucking one of the best offensive minds in the league. And I think he'll be a good pairing. You know, I think he'll be a good change of scenery for Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, and I was trying to think back. I couldn't think of if Cliff Kingsbury ever had a player like Deebo to work with. And not besides Curtis. Is he even there with Curtis Samuel?
Rondale Moore.
Rondale
Moore,
Moore
kind of.
ran a few times.
Rondale Moore, he used Rondale Moore very creatively on the Cardinals back then, and then Rondale Moore got very hurt, and now Rondale Moore is like.
Well, Deebo is a lot bigger than Rondale.
Yeah.
Moore, so I mean.
And Deebo's also a lot older. Deebo's 29 years old.
Yeah. Oh God, really?
Yeah,
That's
Deebo's
crazy.
29 years old.
He must have came.
He
in the
just
league
turned
late.
29.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a win-win. You said that the Commanders ended up taking around like $4 million of the contract in dead money, so they're paying him $17 million.
The Niners,
this year.
I'm sorry. The Niners took on $4 million. The Commanders are paying him, I believe he's $17.5 million as the cap hit.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got Jane Daniels another weapon. I mean,
not that expensive.
No,
$17 million
mil for a receiver who at times looks like the best receiver in the NFL. I mean,
at times he's the best gadget player in the league.
Yeah, at times he's the best offensive football player.
Yeah, and if you get 5 or 6 games of old Deebo,
You had a chance there.
Dang it!
You had a chance there. You had a chance for it.
God
You could
damn
have
it.
just
Okay,
changed that
I'll
5.
find another next one. I'll find another next one. Damn it! I could have got it too. That sucks. But Deebo Samuel, if you just get 6, 7. If you get a couple games out of him where he's the old Deebo, it was worth doing. And while a 5th round pick is not cheap,
It's not expensive.
it's not expensive. No.
Yeah. So, win-win here. Let's go on to Staffy staying his ass in L.A., and this should have been predicted all along. All the buzz about the Giants and the Raiders.
It was bullshit. It was bullshit.
It's all hearsay.
We're in the off season and there's nothing to talk about. And when there's nothing to talk about, talking about Matthew Stafford going to the Raiders or the Giants is a fun thing to talk about.
Yeah. So
And that's exactly what happened there.
Definitely. But I mean, when you think about it, this guy is old. He's been in the league a long time. He's got a bunch of kids, probably about like 6, 7 years old. He doesn't want to get up and move to another city, to another city with his kids and his wife and stuff. It doesn't make any sense for him to.
And I think that was the whole thing of what. So there was a big. So we can talk about Jordan Scholes and Mr. Ian Rappaport in the Starbucks with this, but I think the big thing that happened was that Matthew Stafford went to Montana, which is very close to Las Vegas, and talked to Tom Brady about possibly coming to the Raiders. And I think that ultimately the big decision why he didn't end up going there was the Raiders don't give him the best chance to win.
That too,
he's old and that doesn't really fit his timeline. And he'd have to uproot his entire family and move him to freaking Las Vegas, Montana, whatever in that area. And I mean, it's a fun place to retire, but you're not ready to retire yet. You still got a couple more years left in the tank.
And he still ended up getting himself a nice little pay increase from the Rams. I don't know if the numbers come out yet. I don't think the number. I tried looking it up. I tried looking it up just now, 2 hours ago, and it just says a significant raise.
Yeah, it does say significant raise. It hasn't even come out on Spotrac.
He was set to pay $27 million this year, so he'll get a little bit more than that. I would be willing to bet it's probably in the 40s. That's safe to say.
Yeah, at
40s.
least, right?
Apparently he was going to get offered like the 50s though to go to the Giants or the Raiders. So
and money's nice, but Matthew Stafford doesn't need money.
No.
Matthew Stafford's he's probably made over $1 billion, not $1 billion. I don't know. He's probably made let's see, $160 million on his last deal, $135 from the Lions, $53 from the Lions, $72 from the Lions. So what does that come out to? $120 plus that $250 plus $160, $360, $420 million in his career, and that's just from contracts.
Yeah, I mean that's not even
jersey sales, sponsorships. He's probably made over $1 billion in his career.
Yeah. Safe to say, and he's a bona fide Hall of Famer. So
yeah,
cement your legacy.
Money's
in
not
LA.
a problem.
Yeah, definitely. So did you want to talk about the? I mean, there's not really much to talk about Ian Rappaport and Jordan Scholes. I mean,
they got
it's like so stupid. Like NFL security, really, man. Like, really?
Do you know Jordan Scholes' dad or stepdad owns Starbucks?
Yeah,
that was the crazy part to me. I was like, shit, I didn't know he was a little nepo baby.
Yeah, he probably confronted him in the Starbucks because he knew he had goons on his side.
You came into my daddy's coffee shop and you disrespected me.
He like snaps his fingers and all the baristas and stuff come out like in those old movies. They're like stepping out to Ian Rappaport. They
start dancing.
So yeah,
they break into song.
They're all wearing leather jackets. They pop the collar. So Jordan Scholes and Ian Rappaport apparently got into it about the Tom Brady situation at a Starbucks. Nothing happened at all.
Apparently it's been like a developing thing for a long time now that Jordan Scholes and Ian Rappaport got a lot of beef because Rappaport keeps saying a lot of things are wrong about Jordan Scholes' reports and Scholes isn't fucking with that. And I'm not gonna say rightfully so because I don't think Jordan Scholes has really solidified himself as one of the top guys like Rappaport has done, but still. Yeah. That was the whole thing that started the problem. Apparently, Mr. Scholes was using the F word a lot.
Oh, crap.
Fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that. And that was what caused Rappaport to call NFL security. So I'm assuming the Starbucks was in the close to the facility of where the combine was, if they're calling NFL security.
Sure.
And then they took Mr. Scholes out back and beat his ass, apparently.
Oh, my God.
That's what Pat McAfee said.
They gave him the rappening.
BTA.
Rapped his ass. Oh, my goodness. What have we come to? Reporters getting into it? We never saw Shams and Woj throwing hands.
It would be pretty funny, though.
That would be pretty nice.
I think. Who do you think would?
Shams.
Yeah, it's not close. Shams is
Shams Charania?
Shams is he's bagging Kay Adams.
Yeah, so is a lot of people are.
KD.
Well, Daniel Jones.
There's a lot of
what else we got?
for the streets.
Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett wants to be traded. They don't want to trade Myles Garrett, but
this is such an interesting situation. I love it.
The player wins in this situation, though.
Yeah, every single time the player wins. And what's really funny that I like is that Myles Garrett told his agent, yes, that I don't want you to negotiate anything with the Browns unless it's a trade.
Yeah.
Do not negotiate a contract extension with them. Meanwhile, Mr. Andrew Berry wants so much to negotiate an extension.
Yeah. to give it up. He's not going to be on your team.
No.
Either he's going to get traded or he's not going to play.
Yeah,
So,
it's not happening. But finally, you want to talk about the first pick on the move?
Yeah, there's a lot of teams apparently calling for that first pick. I saw the Giants. Apparently, the Jets might be in on that.
Raiders as well.
Raiders. So those 3 teams all need quarterbacks. And I guess they're all set on Cam Ward, I guess. Shadur kind of has fallen off a little bit.
I've heard a lot of buzz about Shadur Sanders, falling back a little bit in the draft, and I think that's largely his fault. I think he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah. So when I was watching the Shadur interviews during the Combine, I really wanted him to, keep it away from his dad and stuff, but one of his first sentences in his interviews was, "Man, y'all know who my dad is?"
Yeah, he goes right to his daddy, and then he was talking to. Well, okay, wait, we should probably say this for the Combine episode.
No, we should.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, there's a lot I wanted to talk about with Shadur. But yeah, the first pick could be on the move. Do I think it's going to be on the move? No,
Shouldn't be.
I think the Titans need a quarterback. Cam Ward needs to be a Titan.
He needs to be.
Yeah. But I think that's all we got for this show. A little short one, a little quick one for you.
Everyone loves a quickie.
Bing, bang, boom.
Everyone loves a quickie.
Bing, bang, boom. I was trying to do, can you do the Kawhi laugh? There you go. But that's all we got for today's episode. My name is Tico from the Tico Fantasy Show. This is my pal.
Sully Sports.
And you are watching the Not a Football Show.
Not scoring touchdowns.
We love the Tico Fantasy Show.